Pay to win. I sat on the edge of the bed in my dingy apartment, the walls stained with years of neglect, listening to the hum of distant traffic. It was the end of the month again, and my bank account had hit zero, just like it always did. I couldn't even afford the rent. No surprise there, this game we were born into? It was rigged from the start. Earth, a pay-to-win server. Everything ran on money, and if you didn't spawn with it, you were already fucked. I didn't inherit a legacy account. No trust fund, no family name that opened doors. Just a couple of busted gigs that barely covered enough to keep the lights on, and those lights flickered like they were deciding whether I deserved them. Everyone around me knew it too. You could see it in the eyes of the ones standing outside the stores, the shadows hanging around corners, just waiting. Waiting for something, anything, to change, even though it never would. Regular work? That wasn't enough. Not anymore. The cost of living shot up every year, and wages stayed the same, like a cruel joke, one that kept getting less funny. I worked 2 jobs, then 3. Didn't matter. Barely made enough to keep myself fed. Then you see the others, people born with gold in their blood, gliding past in their new cars, living in penthouses, untouched by the grind. I used to think hard work was the way out. That was the lie they told us. Wasn't it? Hustle, keep your head down, put in your hours. But they don't tell you that the hours only pay off if you're playing with a stacked deck. That's the real scam, making us believe we can change something. So here I was, counting coins for instant noodles while they threw cash around like it was confetti. A part of me thought about quitting the grind altogether. Why not? There were quicker ways to make real money, ways that didn't involve a 9 to 5 or begging for overtime. I wasn't the only one thinking it. Crime wasn't a choice anymore, it was just the next level. You see the dealers, the guys running scams, boosting cars, hell, even the ones who rob a bank or 2. You think they're bad guys, and maybe some of them are. But most of them? They're just players who figured out the game won't let you win clean. You can't save up for years and expect to get anywhere. The rent alone would kill you before you hit a real milestone. You either took the shortcuts or you lost. Simple as that. I hadn't crossed that line yet, but I was circling it, like a predator that knew the hunt wasn't optional anymore. When you're backed into a corner, something inside snaps. All that morality, all those rules you thought you had, they start to fade, become negotiable. Because, in the end, what's the difference between a drug dealer and a hedge fund manager? Both are playing the same game, both are breaking the rules to win. The only difference is who's wearing a suit and who's wearing a hoodie, the ones born into the legacy accounts. They'll never know what it's like to choose between crime and starvation. To them, the system works fine, because it's built for them. But for people like me, those of us stuck in the gutter, the options are limited. I've got 2 choices: I can keep grinding, knowing it'll kill me, or I can find a way to break the system. It's not even a choice, really. Not when you're born without a lifeline. The game doesn't give a damn if you play fair. The only way to win is to stop playing by their rules, and that's the thing they never tell you about Earth. It isn't about living, it's about surviving.